Welcome. We're going to do bows today, some bows and ribbons. And I want to share with you that when you're making this loop, you're going to make a little fold in there and come here. You're going to make a circle there. Sometimes it's on the bottom and sometimes it's on the top. And then we do a knot. All right. So when I came here, I want you to know that we are going to make a ribbon, and it's easier to do this, believe it or not, without drawing it. I'm just putting this in there because this is what I want you to do. I would like you, let me think about what I'm doing here real quick. I would like for you to screenshot this and trace it out when you're practicing, because I think that would help you. All right, so one of the things we want to do next is I'm going to take a 12 flat. Actually, this is a 16 that big. But if I take my 12 flat first, and we're just going to do a blue. So I'm going to take floating medium. I will work that in. And I'm in my double loader. I'm going in between medium blue and wicker white. Now, what I want you to see is that this is all multi-surface paint, and these are my one-stroke brushes, my folk art one-stroke brushes. And I'm just working this in, working this in. I want this to feel like butter. So I'm going to pick up some more medium. And this is what I want you to see, is that I'm on the chisel. Then I push down, and I stand back up on the chisel, and I lay it the other way. And when I say to do it without drawing it, that's what I'm saying I like to do. I'm coming here, push, stand up, push, and look, then I can come back this way and come back around. All right, but it looks better if I come over here and grab some white, because then when I come back, the white automatically gives you depth. You see that? All right, so come over here and get some white again. I'm going to tie a knot, 1, 2, into a knot, or I might curve it around like this. But I want you to see that I'm going to pick up these two colors again, work it in. I want it kind of transparent. See how it's kind of see-through on this? And I want you to see that I chisel, pressure, up to the chisel, lay it over, up to the chisel, lay it down, and stop. All right. So those are the practicing that you want to do. All right. So when I'm saying, let's get one more. When I'm saying I would like you to learn this chisel, you're going to be up on the chisel. Okay. So I'm up on the chisel. I'm leading with the white this time. Then I lay it flat, come up to the chisel, lay it flat to the side, come up to the chisel, lay it flat to the side, chisel, flat, chisel, flat. Now, what I want you to do is do this exercise a few times, all right? And that's going to help you. What I want you to see, though, as I'm doing this, I keep getting medium. Now, I want it to feel like butter, like you're buttering a piece of bread. But I want you to get comfortable at doing this. If I come down and I push down hard and I stand back up on the chisel and I lay it the other way and stand back up, it gives you the blending and shading because you've got white on one side and blue on the other. But what I want you to see, to do this, I'm going to chisel, lay to the side, stand up, lay to the side, stand up, lay to the side, and when I come up here, I am going to leave on the chisel. Now, this is what you have to now go and look. Watch me do this now. Now, I want you to see how I don't turn the brush. I don't turn my hands. So let me show you what happens here. Okay, if I'm up here, watch my brush. I'm going chisel, flat, chisel. See, I'm not turning the brush at all. I'm moving my hand and I'm up. Okay, so this one, chisel, flat, chisel, flat, chisel, flat. I am holding the brush straight up and down. Right here, I rolled it this way. So when people, this is what most people do, they try to turn it this way, and then they try to turn it this way and try to turn it this way. So that's not what we're doing. So if you do a screenshot on these, then go back and practice it, and you can even print it out and practice on top, okay? So let's go to the 16 now. All right, so I'm going to lay it on the paper towel. I'm going to pick up the blue and I'm going to fill in. This is a second way to do it. You're going to, one stroke means we put all the color on at one time. All right, but if you want to still learn how I would do it one stroke, but base coat first. Okay, so we're going to base coat this. All right. And we're going to base coat this. This is medium blue, multi-surface, indoor, outdoor. It's got a sealer in it. And then I'm using floating medium. Right now I'm not. I'm just heavy paint. I'm painting in my pattern. Okay, so then I'm going to come in here and stand up to a chisel. I got a little floating medium so it moves for me. Okay, then I'm pushing, I'm standing up, and then I'm pushing. I'm not going to split it like I put the triangles. I'm just going to fill it in. Okay, so you're going to come right here, the same thing. All right, so if you're making the focal point of your painting, the bow, this is what you would do. Okay, I changed the look on that. Okay, all right. Now that's the focal point of the bow, is getting this all base coated in. Now I'm going to blow dry this for a few minutes so that I can share with you. Okay, so what I'm trying to do with this was get a sheer ribbon, like see-through. All right, and then I floated with it. So now what I'm going to do is I can take the same 16 and I can pick up floating medium, work it in, and then I can side load the white. Okay, oops, a little bit too much. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come around here and we're going to bring the white. All right, so I'm going to bring this up and we're going to come right back around. Okay, so look what I can do here. I'm going to come right in here again. Okay, now I'm going to keep picking up white. Now what happens here is I can come around here. Just come around here because then we'll come and put some little accents in. Okay. So that's with floating medium and white. Okay. Now I'm going to pick a little bit more white up and I'm going to come right in here. Now I'm going to come right here in the middle, bottom, and this is inside the fold of the ribbon. Okay, so let's come right here. Now I've got to put enough medium, just some more medium, that it is showing the blue and we're just putting white on the edge. See, you just go over it a few times. Okay, so now, oops, let's go right here real smooth. And we pull back up. Okay, so that's inside the loop of the bow. Okay, now I'm going to come right here and right in here. And I could even do another little piece there. Okay, so look, we're just going to make it go. Oh, my finger went right there, so I messed it up. Let's come back and fix it. All right, so let's do the bow area. All right, so right here, this is the ribbon that hangs. Okay, now I'm going to chisel in the flat again. Chisel. Or I can lift it and go like that. Okay, medium, white. Okay, watch this. So I can lay it over. When you start here and lay it over. Start here. But then I can come back and just clean this up. All right. So I'm not through yet. What I also need to do is when we come up here, I'm going to pull accents with the chisel of this brush right in here. And in here. And in here. But if I mess it up, I can just go back and clean this, right? So in here, you're going, okay. So just the different accents of the bow, which makes it important. So watch this. All right. I can come right in here and do the blue. Okay. Now I want to come in here now. But I also can come right in here with a little bit of white accent. And in here. And then tie the knot. Okay. So this one doesn't look like it moves smoothly. So let me show you. Okay, so I can come back here and look at that. Okay, so now all I had to do was come back in here. And so I'm inside of the bow. See, instead of having that little dip, look how much better that looks. And then I can shade right in here. And I can shade here. Okay, another thing that we can do is to wipe this all off, pick up some white, and we can put a little bit of a glare here and a glare here. Okay, so how we do that glare is that we blend, 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 blend on both sides of the glare. So it makes it look like it loops up. This loops down, see I'm blending it. And then here, you got to go back and forth till it works it in. And see how that glow? See the difference? That's flat. You see that? So all I did was put the white like that. Right there's white. And then I have to blend it in on both sides so that you have a nice white glow right there. You see it? All right, so that's the best way to do. Not that. This is good. This one I lost it. And then this is the glow that goes across the ribbon. All right. So now I want to do a pretty pink bow. And I want to show you. Let's lift this up. We got another one to go down here. Okay, so what's going to happen is there's different kinds of ribbon. So let me show you that. So I can take my 8 round, okay, and I can wet it and roll it. And this is inky, but I usually do inky with a script liner, okay? So I want you to see that I can press and loop. Let's do it over here. Chisel, flat. When I say chisel, I meant up on the point, pressure, up on the point. Okay. And that gives you a watercolor effect. But I can just sweep through the white. Now watch this. I can come right across here on the chisel, very little pressure and come around. So right here, I can come right here, put pressure, and that works better when you can lift up like that. All right, so I'm gonna come back here. We're gonna knot. But we're gonna put some weight in there. Okay, then I'm gonna come right here and pressure, stand up, pressure, stand up, pressure, stand up. All right, so this is inky. Roll the brush so we have a nice tip, sweep through some white. Okay. Now I can also come in here, a little bit of water, grab some white. I can come right in here and come back up. See how it lays over the top? But I can come back and whisk through some white and bring the white back around. Okay. All right, so I lost some of the white on here. All right. Now I'm going to use a 2 script liner and my green handle 2 script liner. Okay, so I make it an inky. I'm rolling it. This is with water again. You can't make floating medium make inky. Okay, so I want you to see that as I'm doing this, this is the kind that I like to do is where I loop it. Like if you take a level 1 cert, we do this around the birdhouse pole. And then I'm coming in here and splitting it and pulling it back up. Now you can't shove it down and then pull it up. You've got to lay it down. And then you follow up back to the top. All right. And I usually make these a lot smaller. Then I come in here and you can just wave it. You come in here and you just wave it, right? And I can come around. Then I'm going to come right in here and do like 3 C's to tie it up. But now I want to show you if I make it inky and I slide to white, and I slide to white, inky, white, then I'm coming right through here. Oops. Down. And then it slides back up easily. Inky, white. Okay, let's get some white on the inky. All right, then I'm going to come right here and I'm going to tie it up. All right. So I want to show you if I have an angle brush. So I wet that angle brush, lay it on the paper towel, and the white's going to be on the point. Oops. Okay. So then I do need medium because I need that medium to work for me. All right. So one thing that happens that's nice is that we can do this because it's easy to come up on the chisel, right? But I can come right down here and I can put pressure. Then I can come here and come across. All right, let's try this again. All right, so I'm going to come right here and lay it down and stop here. Okay, so I can come right here and put pressure and bring the dark around there. Sorry, gotta do that again. All right, so I'm going to come right here. And you want to make sure that that dark comes around, dark goes back. Let's do it again. All right, so we're going to come right here. Pressure as I come around. So then I'm going to come right here. And I'm going to bring that dark across in front. All right, so you see the fold. Okay. All right, so I can come right here and I can lay this, oops, medium. You can tell I need medium there. Okay, so let's come chisel, flat, chisel, flat. Okay. All right, so I'm going to come right here, chisel, lay it over. Okay, and then all I do is come right here, and we're going to make at least two C strokes to tie it up. All right. So it's kind of like when I do with this angle brush, when I do a leaf, I will come up and over, and then I will come right here. I did that wrong. Up and over. And then I'll come right here at the top and put the white. See, I need a medium on that. So see how it looks like it folded? All right, and that's just an iris leaf or a tulip leaf. But what's good about this brush is I can chisel. And the wonderful thing about it is that you can make it fold and do all kinds of fun things. And if you're out there trying to do vines and stems, you can make really nice, easy, thin wreaths or whatever with that angle brush. So just a little bit of a study on bows. I'm still going to come in and do a big pretty bow with little green vines coming off of it. In fact, I can put a couple right here to show you. All right, so we're going to put some green, some thicket with some citrus. Okay, or a happy green. There's all kinds of pretty greens. Okay, now I'll tap that down. I'm going to come right here with some citrus. And this is inky. Inky means water. No, you can't do inky with floating medium. I like to say that a lot of times. All right, so look, I can come right through here. All right. This looks, I put this under bunny ears also. It's Easter time right now, and I put a big bow under a set of Easter ears, bunny ears. Okay, so I like that you can go around, underneath, and around and get some really pretty lines. All right, and then we just come in with like a 6. And we're picking up. One thing I like to tell you that anything smaller than a 12, you would load by like saying I want it all dark green, and then I'm side loading the lighter color. You see that? So we side loaded that lighter color. And as we come here, what you see, I push and lift. Let's get some lighter. Okay. And you can pick up a little bit of white. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so see, I'm putting that light green in there, and then we can put some darker green. So you just come along here, a little bit of white, and you can just go to the double loader and pick up paint inside the cubby here. All right, so think about putting just a few little vines in it and put a couple little flowers if you want. What I like is I can put some wisteria in here. Let's put a little bit of purple. I just keep going. I need to stop, right? Let you go practice. All right, so I'm going in my palette with a double load. This is my double loading palette, but I want you to see that I'm going to tap, tap, so it spreads out the paint. I'm going to pounce. It's a dry 1/4 inch scruffy, the smallest scruffy. And I pounce on the side of the puddle. But I want you to see that I can now come in here. Let's get a little bit more white. A Little white, little purple. Okay, so watch this. Purple. I do a round area and then I'm leaning the brush on the edge and tapering it down. See up here, the green's all wet, so I'm just going to put heavier. Okay, you want it to look like a little tornado coming off of here. Okay, now I'm going to come over here and pounce white. All right, so then, oops, now that's too much white. I pounce white on here now. All right, so you do just a little bit of wisteria. I was just in North Carolina. There was lots of beautiful wisteria. All right. And one thing that's kind of nice is that I can bring a little bit of green thicket and citrus and pull little teeny greenery down over just little long leaves. Okay. All right, I hope you enjoyed a few lessons on making those little quick and easy ribbons and then more detailed ribbon. Okay, so there's some worksheets. Screenshot it, practice it. You can do it. Thank you. Bye-bye.